What is going on, everyone? One item I want to talk about, Nintendo's new president. I gotta admit, from what I'm hearing about him, he seems like he will be a pretty solid leader for Nintendo, at least for the time being. Who knows how long he'll stay on board, because dude is pretty old. He's 65 years old. That's pushing it for someone that's supposed to be new. But this is what really got my ears and got my attention. It's being reported, this is actually being confirmed, that he predicted when the Wii U was about to launch that the system would fail. He felt that that just everything about the system was too similar to the Wii. And this is good insight to know that, good insight to know that he has good insight, that he can pick up on maybe we probably shouldn't be going in this direction. And it gives us a clue that he'll probably be for having something pretty different from the Wii U. We can almost guarantee now there won't be a Wii U 2 coming out in 2016. Don't get me wrong, I've said it a million times. Love the Wii U. Favorite console this generation. But a lot of areas, Nintendo just dropped the ball. Case in point, I still remember the 2012 E3 press conference when the Wii U was just full out blown and Nintendo just really pushed the system. They ended the 2012 E3 press conference on a big dud. D-U-D. I don't know if it's another D, but D. Dud. Why? They ended it with cardboard cutouts of Nintendo Land as their final presentation. And to make it even worse, it just really brought down a low. You could just tell the audience was like scratching their heads. And Reggie, he made it seem like they were going to end it with something big. And he announced electric fireworks. And so fireworks started to pop up out of the cardboard. And it was just a mess. You can tell after that, people were still, they were done. Nintendo was done. But people were still sitting there thinking that something else was about to happen. And they were like, this is it? This is how you're ending it? And so the Wii U, great console, but there was no hype surrounding that console when it launched. Of course, I picked it up. I'm a Nintendo fan. I knew that Pikmin 3 was coming. And great Nintendo exclusives, but you have to hype up your system. PlayStation 4, case in point. I got a PlayStation 4. Great system, except for the games. The games really been letting me down as of recently. Nothing really has been exciting me. Can't wait for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, but by the time the Final Fantasy VII Remake comes out, it'll probably be also on the Nintendo NX, so I'll probably just get it on my NX. But I say all that to say this. The PlayStation 4 has been selling on hype. Sony knew how to market that machine. And so they were hyping up the machine, really just boasting about the specs. I remember Sony had their best E3 ever when they announced the price of the PlayStation 4 and when they were just going on and on about how the Xbox One, the whole DRM, they were just emphasizing, hey, come over to the outside. You won't have to worry about trading in your games and all this. And they were just going on and on. And when they announced the 400 price point, Jack Tritton should have just dropped the mic and walked off the stage. They destroyed Microsoft that E3. And that's the reason why PlayStation 4, even to this date, has doubled the sales of the Xbox One. Nothing against Microsoft, Xbox 360 last generation, my favorite system hands down. But Sony sold their system on hype this generation. They're going to win this generation versus the Xbox One and the Wii U. We don't know what's going to happen when the NX is thrown into the loop, but Nintendo needs to do something different this generation. And the dude, let me get his name up again. I have to get used to saying his name, Tatsumi Kimishima. That is Nintendo's new president. Sort of rolls off the tongue, Kimishima. But he called it, said that the Wii U wouldn't sell. And I'm glad, it's good to see that, hey, he has pretty good insight, and hopefully it'll carry over and he could have his input and say so on what Nintendo probably needs to do to get the NX off to a great start. All right. Of course, I want the NX to succeed. I want Nintendo to continue to give us great exclusive content we can only get on Nintendo platforms. But that's it for this video. Just wanted to share some of my thoughts. Oh, and I keep hearing people saying, "Oh, he's just appointed temporarily, because they're still going to find that he's an interim president or whatnot, because of he's just appointed for 1 year." If I remember correctly, Nintendo always appoints, Iwata was always appointed for 1 year, and every year he had to be voted to continue on. Yeah, Iwata did. Every year he had to be voted annually, and his percentages were slowly going down each year as far as how many were voting to keep him in the position. So I think they're saying that he's just appointed for 1 year, just to comfort the stockholders, to let them know, hey, if he's dropping the ball, we could switch to someone else. But he'll probably be here for maybe three, even 4 years. I think his age will be the #1 factor in him leaving the company when he feels like, hey, it's time for me to retire. I'm already 65. That's the age of retirement here in the States. So, but hope the man succeeds. Hope Nintendo continues to succeed. Interesting to see their mobile initiative that's about to come out this fall, to see what they have in store on that front. That's it. They already started Pokemon Go, but I don't think that's their mobile initiative. Oh, speaking of Pokemon Go, I didn't mention it. I did a video about my reaction to Pokemon Go, but what about the ending of the video? Poor Mewtwo. Mewtwo was getting slaughtered. Everyone was throwing their Pokemons at Mewtwo, and Mewtwo was trying his best to just fight it all off. It was a Mewtwo bloodbath at the end of that Pokemon Go trailer. Poor Mewtwo. Rest in peace, Mewtwo. Well, they caught him, so. But just that's it. I'm done. I'm rambling on now. But if you're not subscribed, click subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. Until next time, I'll see you guys later.